So Team Banana asks about the differences between Asia and South America in terms of traveling. And after 4.5 years of traveling now, we've been around quite a lot. And the countries that we've been to the most in terms of Asia and South America is Costa Rica and Thailand. So I'll comment on the differences between those two countries rather than the whole region. And of course, these are two completely different countries with completely different cultures, history. They have similar climates, but there are minor differences, obviously. So I'm going to talk about it strictly from a fruit traveler's perspective. Okay, because I think that's probably what you're interested in, Team Banana. And that's probably what a lot of you out there are interested in, traveling the world, eating fruit. So first of all, in terms of fruit variety, there is quite a lot of nice fruit in both places, Thailand and Costa Rica. But Thailand in general, I would say, have more variety. There's more special exotic fruits in Thailand. Mangosteens, rambutans, lychees, mangoes obviously, durians, jackfruit, chempedacs, all kinds of different fruits. Whereas in Costa Rica it's a little bit more limited. But still they have a lot of good stuff though. They do have all those things I just said there, but maybe not in the same abundance. That's another thing. When you go to Thailand, everything in terms of fruit is huge. There's a mountain of durian at the market. There is a mountain of mangosteen. In Costa Rica, it's more kind of roadside stalls and little shops here and there, whereas in Thailand everything is pretty big, wholesale kind of vibe. Because Thailand is a big fruit exporter, they export a lot of fruit, so they have logistics in place to transport and move around and grow these huge amounts of fruit. So there's more volume in Thailand. Quality wise though, there can be really good quality in both places, but I found that the fruit in Costa Rica was really excellent, like the depth of taste, like it's volcanic soil. At least where we were in the San Isidro area, so we went to the San Isidro farmers market every Thursday. You can check out our video here. And so the mangoes, they had an amazing depth to them. There was really good quality papaya there, and the bananas were just wow, the best bananas I've ever had in my life. Good tomatoes too, and good avocados. In Thailand, on the other hand, they have the Nam Dok Mai mango, which is my favorite mango, so I'm always very happy mango wise when I'm in Thailand. And of course there's durian, can't beat that. There's durian in Costa Rica too, but I haven't tried that, and again it's probably cheaper and more abundant in Thailand. I'm not going to get into all the details about the fruit. The point is there's good fruit both places. But if you want super cheap prices, because that's another thing in terms of pricing, Thailand is cheaper, definitely cheaper, but you can be almost as cheap in Costa Rica. It's not a big difference depending on where you go, if you know where to go and that sort of thing. Coconuts in Costa Rica, definitely better than coconuts in Thailand. Amazing coconuts in Costa Rica. Still pretty good in Thailand though, So, okay, a little bit cheaper in Thailand. Possibly a little bit overall better quality on the fruit in Costa Rica, but there's more of it in Thailand and there's more variety. So, but both places pretty good. The people are obviously very different. There's a different culture. I tend to relate more to the Costa Rican culture because it's just closer to European culture, Spanish culture, and I just feel a little bit I can relate more, and it's more kind of facial expressions, body language, and even the language. I do understand Spanish quite well, whereas Thai not that much, and also just the whole culture and our cultural conditioning is very different from Thailand to Europe, Thailand to America. So as a Westerner or whatever, I always feel quite foreign when I'm in Thailand, a little bit like lost, and I do get quite culturally starved in a way after a while in Thailand. I feel a little bit like an outsider. Even though I communicate with local people, it's kind of like I'm looked upon as a kind of an object, like a tourist, like everyone's looking and it's like, oh, and especially me because I have all the hair, everyone's just like, oh my god. Whereas in Costa Rica, it seemed they were just like normal. They've seen, that kind of look before. And so I felt a little bit more at home in Costa Rica, maybe culturally. People are very nice both places. In terms of market culture, I found in Costa Rica they were communicating better. They were like more interested in communicating at the market, telling you about the fruit or where is it coming from, or you can ask questions, and they were more sort of interactive. Whereas in Thailand, they're not interactive almost at all. I mean, some are, but generally speaking, it's a machine. The market is a machine, and you know, you come there, you buy it, you get a bag, boom, it goes to you, boom, you pay someone else. You're not saying goodbye and see you next week or something like that. Whereas in Costa Rica, it's all about, you know, hasta luego and see you later and all that stuff. The nature is very similar. Of course, it's a tropical rainforest area. Costa Rica has some dry areas as well. Very beautiful. Costa Rica was wild, like not that developed. Beautiful, wild. Whereas Thailand is a little bit more developed. There's more people and it's kind of more garbage everywhere and that sort of thing. But still a lot of nice, beautiful sights to behold beyond the towns and the cities. And especially out on the islands, it's very beautiful. But again, when you're on an island in Thailand, you always, I do feel sort of like I'm in a tourist machine. You know, it's just tourism. That's all there is on this island. It's just a tourist machine, and you know, that's okay. But I felt like Costa Rica was a little bit more authentic, if you know what I mean. Felt a little bit more authentic. I think both places are pretty easy when it comes to visas. You know, you could just do a visa run every 3 months, or you know, maybe just stay there for a month or two, then that's easy. When it comes to transport, I'd say Thailand is probably the easiest country I've ever been to when it comes to getting around. It's so easy. Buses, trains, minibuses, taxis. People are very helpful. Very helpful. You will never be lost in Thailand. Someone will be there to help you. They'll guide you. They'll show you where to go. It's all streamlined. It's all just like flowing. There's buses going all the time, boats. It's really, really easy to get around. Whereas Costa Rica, it was more like random, and you had this is there's one bus, and then you know suddenly it doesn't come, or it went early or something like that. A little bit more, kind of like that. So better in Thailand transport wise, but still you'll be all right in Costa Rica. Safety, I felt safe in Costa Rica, even though it's in an area that's generally known to have more crime and that sort of thing. But even though Costa Rica is one of the safest ones, though. But definitely Thailand is even safer, because Thailand is just the Buddhist kind of culture makes everyone frown upon dishonesty or stealing or violence and that sort of thing. And there's very little alcohol abuse as well. So I feel pretty safe in Thailand. Like there's really no intimidating people at all. Whereas in Costa Rica, sometimes in the cities or something like that, you could meet some kind of intimidating people. Maybe, but that's maybe just an idea in my head. But you know what I mean, like he looks dodgy or something like that. Whereas in Thailand, it's just like no one looks dodgy. Like everyone is just the same kind of kind, good, well-meaning people. It seems on the surface anyway. I'm sure there's some bad people there, but yeah, very little crime in Thailand. So in general, I'd just say both places are really, really good for fruit-based traveling. Like if you're into fruit, if you're into tropical climates, go to Costa Rica, go to Thailand, go to both places, check them out yourself. They're both valuable destinations for sure. They both have different things to offer. Just so you know it, mango season in Costa Rica is like January, February, March kind of thing. Whereas mango season and durian season in Thailand is kind of April, May, June, July, August even, depending on where you are. So in a way you could go both places in a year and you'll be able to enjoy the best of both worlds. So if you're interested in traveling, of course, this kind of thing, backpacking, tropical travel, you should check out our ebook on traveling, and I'll put a link here. And that covers some more details about Thailand versus Costa Rica, and it's also all about what to pack for tropical journeys, how to prepare, everything you need to know really about going on a trip like that, or even transforming your life into a nomadic lifestyle where you just travel from place to place as you see fit, following fruit seasons around the world and that sort of thing. So be sure to check that out. So have a good day. Remember, traveling is awesome. Go everywhere. don't say no. Just whatever you're drawn to, just that's where you need to go. Whatever feels the most exciting. And if you're wondering Thailand or Costa Rica, well, it depends what you're looking for, really. But if you're just after fruit, good quality fruit and sunshine and a nice trip, either one of those destinations would be a good choice. So have a good day and see you around.